We don't see that many romantic comedies that feature or center around a group of guys. Was that part of the appeal of the film for you?
I think the main appeal, aside from the director, was the fact that this romantic comedy seemed very, very current and very now. And as much as it may have been informed by movies from the past, it wasn't trying to like mimic them. Because I do feel like there are a lot of rom-coms or romantic dramas with male protagonists, but I definitely feel like this was exploring that friendship dynamic in maybe a less tongue-in-cheek way and more of a kind of, there was more depth. Yeah.
Did the script give you some insight into the workings of the male mind? Or are we not that complicated?
Gosh, well, as specific male minds, I guess so. But, I mean, a lot of people have been saying they felt that the mindset is a mutual thing between boys and girls, guys and girls. So I don't think it's completely segregated in that sense. But these three, they're they're a bunch of nutcases.
The actors, you mean? Who was the biggest diva on set of those three guys?
Gosh, I think, it's difficult to say. Am I allowed to say Zac?
Of course.
Okay, I'll say Zac.
And I'll gotta tell him as soon as I
No.
She says you were terrible to work with. Spent hours on his hair, I'm sure. What was the atmosphere on the set like? Was there like a lot of testosterone, or were they behaving themselves?
I think pretend testosterone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They behaved themselves then?
Well, I think they were sort of, they pulled their socks up around me a little bit, but then they kind of stopped caring.
What's an awkward situation that has happened to you once?
Well, one time I went over to play badminton. Do you want badminton?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. I mean, this in itself was completely ludicrous. And I turned up, and it's when I was younger, I didn't used to dress up all that much, but I guess I was pretty dressed up and put together. And I went over to my friend's house and played badminton and fell into a pond filled with fish.
Oh, nice.
And so his dad had to sort of like drive me home, and I was just like soaking wet in the car.
Okay.
Possibly goldfish in the hair.
At least that wasn't on a date, though.
Well, maybe it could have been a date. Maybe before the whole fish.
Right, but then it was canceled, the date.
It was, game over.
What advice would you give to, say, an awkward guy who, in a dating situation or an approaching a woman situation?
Oh gosh, breathing? Breathing.
Okay.
Breathing and maybe trying to eliminate any twitch.
Am I twitching right now?
No, but I actually think I am twitching. I do
Okay.
have an eye twitch.
Okay.
So let me know if you...
I haven't noticed it.
Okay, great.
And we see you in a lot of different types of movies. I mean, period pieces and then action films, horror films, romantic comedy. I mean, is there one that you prefer over the others, or do you enjoy them all for different reasons?
I think all of them offer different experiences for sure. But it's almost like when you leave a project, you know how much you've loved it. You love it at the time, and in hindsight, like a film like this, I can look back on it and know how wonderful my experience was. But certainly, I wouldn't say that I'm obsessed with like trying to conquer every single genre or anything like that. It's more like how a role speaks to me and the filmmaker behind it.